Morning, Tom. I'm in Victoria, just doing a quick job down here. I have some stuff I have to do. I thought I'd take a quick video for you because it's quite pretty downtown Victoria. So that's one of the boats that goes from Vancouver to Victoria daily. It's a fast ferry, and I'll just pan around here slowly and you'll see the famous hotel called the Empress. One time it was the place to go to. Zoom on that there. Very nice place for a tea. Then you come right round and you'll see the Parliament buildings here. This is British Columbia's Parliament buildings. I'm going to walk over to the information place and I will get a little shot of the whale. Remember I was telling you, same as you're at Elmore, the elephant. But it's very nice downtown. They really do the hanging baskets a lot here. We had the crows too. Very cross this morning for some reason. This ship here is called the Coho, and it comes every day, every morning. It comes in from Seattle. It takes about, I think, 3 to 4 hours on it to get down there. It gets here about 10 in the morning, and then it leaves again, I think, at about 11. It goes back down again, and then comes back up again. But this is the inner harbor down here. This is one of the whales, Tom. Sorry, it's very noisy. There's construction going on here. But they did a lot of these, and then they were all put up to auction, and some were in private homes and some went into different cities. But they were done all over Canada, I believe. They've also done cattle and polar bears. And somewhere in town there's a polar bear. But they were quite well done. This is a visitor center, so I'm going to go inside and ask if there's any more in town and find out where the polar bear is. Victoria is quite famous for its gardens and flowers. We have one of the, they say, one of the nicest gardens in the world here, the Butcher's Gardens, which is quite amazing. I'm just going to walk down to the waterfront here. You can see the little taxi coming in. There's lots of these little water taxis. They take you from one end of the waterways to the others. They're sort of fun. They're not cheap though. And that boat that came in from Seattle, the Coho, is there. And then there's another, oh, there is another whale down here. I'll go down and get the picture of this other whale for you. So we found two. So most of them are all over town. It was 2006, the lady in the information place told me, and most of them have been sold. They were put up for auction and they had numbers on them, and you walked around, took the number, then you got to bid on it. Oh, this one's kind of pretty. I've forgotten about this one. Yeah, it's done like a glass mosaic on it. And there again is the Empress in the background. And again, the Parliament buildings. Very pretty, the glass on this. Here's another one, Tom, quite interesting. This is here all the time. It's natural, done with plants. And it's a pair of the orca whales, the killer whales, which aren't really whales, they're actually dolphins. And they have no predators apparently. And they will, if they will take on a great white shark, Not that we have many here. We do get the odd great white that comes in, but not that often. It's quite nice. It's not sure what it is. It looks like a big part of it is the yew trees made from. And they got different grasses on it. And then that purple stuff, I'm not sure what that is. But again, it's quite nice. There, I got the whole thing there for you. Again, more baskets everywhere for baskets. The whole place is baskets of flowers. They're very proud of that. Actually, Tom, where I live in the town of Duncan, it's famous for its totem poles. It's called the City of Totems, and they were everywhere at one time. They've actually now put them in an area because they deteriorate over the time of the weathers. You know, we get not that severe winters, but we do get frost and snow, and of course that affects the wood. So I'll walk back up into the main part of the hotel here so you can have a wee glimpse. Yes, we're doing a bit of work on this doorway. It used to be a lovely old hotel. They used to have, you know, nice restaurants near it. It used to belong to CP Rail, and it got bought out by, you know, one of these big hotel chains, Fairmont. I'm sure there's a Fairmont in Belfast. So it's now called the Fairmont Empress. There's all kinds of shops in here. Some lovely stuff if you got lots of money. Reminds me a lot of Asia. When I go in some of these places, it's all shops, high-end stuff. Great for looking. This is where they serve the high teas in here. This used to be like the front lobby. You come in through these main doors here, and this is where the reception was. But and then it's since changed. And it's a shame because this was always beautiful in here, and very oldie worldy. But I suppose it wasn't really being as successful as it should have been, so they modernized. But you can see the lovely old staircases everywhere. See the work up in the ceilings is pretty good. More of the flowers. They're actually gorgeous, these flowers. Look at these dahlias. We even have the old double-decker buses here from London, you know, the hop on, hop off. We had more than this here, and they've gotten rid of quite a few of them, which was too bad, but times are changing, I suppose. They were polluting quite a bit. They're very green here, incredibly green. I'm actually going to walk inside here in a second. I'll turn this off and I'll do a little bit of the inside of the Empress, just so you can have a wee peek. Maybe it can tempt you to coming over for a trip, you and Tanya. Inside here in the atrium, yes. You can see they've got totem poles. Another one right here. Beautiful spot. It's actually quite quiet in here today, which is unusual, I suppose. But there's no cruise ships in this day. They were here on the weekend, and I think midweek it's fairly quiet for cruise ships. They're sort of up in Alaska, doing the Alaskan part. They sort of stop here going up, and then they stop coming back. Sort of a covered area outside with different functions. And just down outside the apartment buildings, this is where the memorial is for the War Memorial, where they have the celebration every year, you know, with poppy, Remembrance Day. It's all done down here. And then of course there's a statue here of the old queen herself, Victoria. I think there's probably a younger queen there, but that's her. The city was named after, of course. I never understand why Victoria is the capital city of British Columbia, because when Vancouver is on the mainland and much bigger, a lot more use as far as, you know, waterfront, harbour and this type of thing. You can see also we have the horse and carts here. Catch them quickly before they disappear. There was lots of these at one time, but there's been a lot of complaints from people talking about the fact it's cruel. Horses don't like to work this hard. So I mean, that was one reason they were getting rid of them, and then another reason was the fact that the traffic. You get on with some of these streets and you get behind the horses, it's impossible, you know, to get by. And so drivers were complaining and blowing horns, and you know, horses were getting scared and jumping up and down. It wasn't a lot of fun. All right, I'll move on. I'm almost back to my car, but another grand totem pole here outside. We've actually got the tallest totem pole in the world here. I might better go by it in a little while on my way out of here and see if I can get near it. This is where you pick up the horse carriages. They're all here. Very expensive. It's like £50 an hour to go for a ride with these. It's just, everything's so expensive. I'm sure it's the same in Belfast now too. But you know, Victoria is a beautiful city. Unfortunately, we're plagued with homeless and people begging on the street and litter. A lot of places like here, you can see it. You know, it's just such a shame. Oh, they're very noble creatures, aren't they? The horses. You gotta love them. Oh, there's a grand old chap over there. Look at him. He's splendid, isn't he? The one thing nice about Victoria is lots of trees. This is showing their provinces, you know, their symbols for each province and territory along here. I wonder who this lady is here. Let's see. Well, Tom, wait for it. I asked a lady where the polar bear was. She said it's outside the Royal Scot Hotel. So needless to say, I walked over and I have found the polar bear. Wait till you see it. Are you ready for this? Is that you, Jimmy? Isn't that brilliant? I thought that was so funny. Got the kilt and everything on. So the Royal Scot Hotel and Suites. Well, I hope you like that one. Catch this for you, Tom. The Coho is going back to Seattle. Just down here, what they call Dallas Point. That's Lusby. Big freighters all out here. They're all waiting to go into Vancouver. If they wait in Vancouver port, they have to pay. They can sit out here for free. So a lot of people get annoyed about that also. Well, here's the world's supposedly tallest totem pole. I don't know what height it would be. I really do wonder whether it really is the world's tallest totem pole. But it could be. I'll go and see what it says, what height it is. It's actually in a great spot. This is called Beacon Hill Park. Always windy here. In the spring it's beautiful. They're not bluebells, they're called camas, but they look like bluebells, like the bluebells that you get in Ireland. And it's absolutely covered here. I mean, it's just a wash of blue. Absolutely spectacular. So let's go and see what we can find here. Lots of people here for the totem pole. We might get a little bit of an info. We have quite a few native Indians here. We have Blackfoot, Crow, Blood Reserve, Powhatan, different tribes. I'm not sure if you can call them tribes anymore. Yeah, it looks like they've painted it actually since I was here last. Had to wait there. There was a couple getting their picture taken. So here we go. And it just says this tablet was in memory of the British Columbian Indians. I'm surprised they've left that word here. Who gave their lives in the World Wars, 1914 to 1918, and 1939 to 1945. It was erected by the BC Indians Arts and Welfare Society. You know, they like all this politically correct stuff, you know. They want to be known as natives, First Nation. First Nation, that's what they want to be called now. So, my mind boggles, to be honest. Everybody's so easily offended with I always say, Tom, you know, they make jokes about people. You know, for years, it's been Paddy the Irishman. There's been all kinds of jokes, and do we take offence? No, we take it in our stride, and you know we laugh about it. But oh, not here. You say the wrong thing, then you'd be hung, drawn and quartered. Anyhow, I'm heading up. I'm actually buying a new car today. Just going to finalize the deal. So that's what I'm in Victoria for. So, and then you can just see those ships again out there, those big freighters. Well, not freighters, I'm not sure what. Yeah, I guess they're freighters. A lot of this stuff is coming into Vancouver is full of cars, tires and groceries. All right, that will be it for me now. Bye for now.